I remember specifically an event going down in that basement where a kid was making fun of my pencil box. So
Specifically your pencil
yeah,
box.
yeah, specifically my pencil box, and I was gonna punch him, but I didn't.
Because Dom wasn't the bully.
No, no. At that point, I was being bullied hardcore. Like at the
And that's
time,
probably why you became a bully.
you think? Well, yeah, because most, that's kind of the thing is bullies were bullied or bullies are going through some shit.
Yeah.
Um,
Like
but no,
bullies aren't bullies because they want to be dickheads. They're bullies because they need some sort of out.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
they're picked on either by an abusive parent or something,
yeah. In my
and
case, I was just completely obliterated by other people until I was like, you know what? I'm done getting thrown around. It's time to throw around other people.
yeah, it's a shitty cycle.
Yeah, it's not cool. And at the time, like the gay thing was being thrown around as an insult,
Yeah,
and
that was very middle school to begin with.
well, yeah, but it was like late two
Early two
thousands.
thousands. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a thing, and I had one friend, like one close friend in like any all of my classes. So and he was a dude. So of course I was gay, and like that was at the time that was like shit, man. I'm not gay, man. No. That combined, there was actually I've told you, I think I told you. There was this really creative one that, looking back on it, I'm like, you know what? Good on you, bullies, because you were using your brainium with this one.
It's
You
always interesting when bullies get creative.
right. Because everyone can throw around an insult or push you
You're
around
fat.
or exactly. But these guys took your fat to an extra level. As I was walking down a hallway, and I don't know if this happened once or twice or whatever, but I know specifically it happened at one point. I was walking down a hallway, and then the people to the right and left of me started like throwing themselves against the wall and like started like shaking around and trying to like get their balance
Yeah,
like there was an earthquake happening. Very creative. Also, you're a dick, but very creative.
yeah.
So yeah.
It's not like a tall person like how is weather up there? You know.
No. Oh, you just reminded me. In our sixth grade, like, how it kind of worked, and I think this is how it is with most middle schools. But you have like the same class. You just go to different classrooms, right?
Yeah, that's kind of how it worked at Mahone. Remember
I
we had the houses and
believe.
stuff.
Yeah. Super cool, by the way. We've talked about that outside of recording, but that was also
Yeah.
cool because it started like
Oh
clan
fuck!
wars,
I still don't
and that
have
was
enough.
so totally cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I still don't have enough blue Pikmin to carry that
Oh, you
stupid
gotta
thing.
get some more blue Pikmin, man. Just gotta get on that. Gotta get on that.
Stop snapping.
Sorry. But I'm thinking about this. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. So there's this kid. I was gonna say I'm thinking about this kid, and then transition into the thing I was talking about. But that was not a good idea. Like I was like, that's a good transition. Let's say no. Let's not say that.
I think a tradition. Long pause. No.
No. Uh, yeah. So there's this kid, and he was like 6 foot in sixth grade. He was a tall boy. My man
That's
was
impressive.
huge. Yeah, dude, he was so big. He was so tall. I remember his name. I'm not gonna say it, but I remember his name. He was super, super tall. And then he was like,
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
yeah, you think? Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe he went to our school. I think he went to
Uh,
IT too. So like, I think,
yeah.
yeah, I think we're definitely talking about the same guy. He was just a
Last
super
name
tall dude.
Brown, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I
that
know
dude.
exactly who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
so he was in my sixth grade class, and he was also friends with this really short Mexican dude. And
I went. No joke. I went to him I went to elementary school with him.
oh, for real?
Yeah,
Okay.
I went to elementary school with him.
Yes.
He was tall then too.
Yeah, he was a tall boy. I don't know what happened. He's just the big show walking around, and we're all Rey Mysterio. So yeah, and he was friend he was
For
friends with
any
this.
wrestling buffs out there.
Yeah, for all my wrestling fans. But he was friends with like not he wasn't short, but he was short next to this guy, Mexican dude.
He was short next to him. He was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
size 8
for
in
real,
elementary
especially in
school.
sixth grade. I mean, like, come on, this man was the size of the door. So, just a side note, like they were like a dynamic within the class. Like they were the class clowns, and they were always talking. And they were called Biggie and Smalls, but of course, Biggie was the short guy, Smalls was the tall guy. So,
That's just
yeah,
a
just
comedic thing.
funny joke. Which, to be fair, at the time when gay was an insult, I mean that's pretty good. That's a high bar joke right there.
Yeah.
Why was I talking about
No, I
the middle
remember him
school?
being pretty cool back in elementary
Yeah, he
school.
was. Yeah, he was never like a dick. He was cool. I mean, it just wasn't my type of person. But do you? I didn't get along with everyone at the time, especially at the time. I mean, nowadays I can get along with just about everyone, but at the time I
Uh,
was
Times
whatever.
change.
Times change. People age and such. We're all gonna die. Middle school. So yeah, I really loved band in the elementary and the sixth grade. But then when I had to go to a new school, I got a new band teacher, and this band teacher sucked ass. And she may have been cool with other people, but like I don't know if she just didn't like me. Probably because I never practiced. But like she just I don't know. I just didn't.
Probably part of it.
That's probably part of it, but also I just didn't like the way she teached, and like the classes were never fun anymore, and it became a chore. Like playing an
That, that,
instrument should
that,
be fun.
that is an issue with like some teachers. It's
Hmm.
just like their teaching style is like so different, and you're just not used to it, and you can't learn from them.
Yeah, I mean that
Um,
that probably played you know
I
a
had a high
role.
school teacher try to teach me algebra too, but he was uh, this had nothing to do with it. He was just he was like blind,
Oh,
but because of that, he couldn't do he didn't like show how to do a lot of the stuff. He
yeah, he
just like
couldn't write it
explained how
down.
it worked and like didn't
Yeah,
do any
that's
of the
rough.
visual elements for it. He just like read straight out of the book.
Oh no.
So I'm like, I can't really learn this, and he's like, I don't understand. Just do your homework. And I was like, I can't. I don't
I,
know what to do.
I don't know what to do. My algebra two teacher was super cool. He was
Oh,
really good
by the
at
way,
his
that
job.
accent isn't just me being mean. He's actually like
you know,
he's from like
India,
no, he's from Africa.
Africa,
Yeah,
man, huh? Well,
he's a really cool dude.
I'm
We
sure he
went
was.
to his son.
Oh, was the son a cool dude?
He was quiet.
Oh. All right, do you?
I'll tell you his name afterwards.
Oh,
'Cause he has a
behind
very
closed
unique
doors.
name. It's not like Brown, where everyone
Enrique.
knows someone with the last name Brown.
Okay. Uh, right. But yeah, so just the teacher just wasn't fun, and when you're playing an instrument, you should be having fun. I mean, sure, it's
If you're
it's
not having
it's
fun,
whatever,
then you're
but
not,
it's like,
you know.
what's the point? I mean, it's a class, but it's not like math or science where you're like studying something. You're playing an instrument, right? So you should be
Well,
fun. It just wasn't
especially
fun.
instruments are an expression of emotion. So if you're not having fun, you can't properly express it.
Mm. Yeah. Um. That on top of the fact that the other three people, I believe it was three, I think. Yeah, because I think there were four of us that played the bassoon. The other three of them were all girls, so I couldn't talk to them, and I
You
didn't get
couldn't do
along with
anything.
them in the
Like, they
first
didn't
place.
want to talk to you.
Well, firstly, I couldn't because I don't talk to females at the time, at least. And now, shit, man, fuck it,
know
that's
that
all I do. But
I know in middle school, like a lot of girls are like, a boy? Ugh."
well, that and on the top of that, I was a fat slob, so I was like a virus in front of them. I was a walking coronavirus, So like that's just how it is, though. It's just
Topical comment.
you just kind of eat shit. Yeah, very topical comment. So I just didn't go along with them. One was extra mean because like one time I fell, like, and it just wasn't
That's the
fun.
thing. Like a lot of middle school girls are just mean for no reason.
Yeah, it's just not cool. Uh,
Like they're very mean.
mhm. So yeah, just that combined with the fact that I didn't care anymore, so I left. That was I think the last time I played the bassoon was in seventh grade, and I hadn't touched it since. I remember a friend of mine in high school was like, "Hey man, do you want to play an instrument again? Because the teacher is kind of cool here, and we need a bassoonist." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't want to play an instrument. Go away." It kind of
Yeah,
just
I know
put a
how
bad
to.
taste in my mouth.
Yeah, I know how to play the bass and the guitar, and I'm trying to learn keyboard right now.
You could
But
like put
I'm not
together your
learning
own
it.
band.
Well, it's just if I wanted to learn to like play instruments,
Mhm.
and I like to connect with my Russian history, like with my
Ooh.
Russian like family, and a lot of Russian songs I play on the accordion,
Oh,
which
okay.
accordion is basically just a keyboard.
Okay. Do you
Yeah, I have a very Russian and German past.
interesting. The
But you
Forest
you were asking
Maple.
something.
Well, I was gonna say, do you have those Russian dolls where like you open it up and then there's a smaller one, and then you open it up and there's a
Funny
smaller
enough,
one?
I actually have one of those that's a music box.
Oh, interesting.
I would grab it, but it's like all the way across the room, and my
Really?
headphone length is not going to
Now
reach.
is not the time. You need to be playing Pikmin, man. I hope this is okay that we're not really talking at all about the game.
That's fine. I mean, this game doesn't. This game isn't as story heavy as the second and third game.
Okay.
This game is, like I said, it's more of a proof of concept.
Okay. Well, all right. Yeah, we can pay attention in the other ones if there is crazy things happening. But it is a game where like not a whole lot's going down. You kind of learn the basics in the first like 2 days, and you just go like you know exactly what you need to do. It takes multiple days to do it. So.
The second game has a lot more cutscenes.
Ooh. Is
And
there
so
like
is
a proper like storyline and?
Oh yeah,
narrative?
yeah, it's a
Is there
proper
like a
story.
plot twist and stuff?
I mean, yeah.
Like the Pikmin turn on you, and then but
No,
in the end they
not like
redeem
that.
themselves, and you have to like fight through.
Not like that kind of a plot twist.
It's like Dishonored.
No.
Yeah. Dishonored's another game I want to do for the channel that you will see
I
in
don't
the
think
future.
I own it. So.
I do.
Okay.
I love it. It's a good game. I remember a time where I was working at Shopko, and I was checking people out, and they were buying a copy of Dishonored, and they were like wondering if they should buy it for their kid, and I was like, holy shit, this is my opportunity to like apply my gamer knowledge to my actual proper job. And so I stepped in and I was like, listen, man, that game fucking rocks. And if he's into like if he's ever played like Assassin's Creed or some shit like that, he'd totally be into that. They bought it, they walked out. I was like, hell yeah, I'm the man.
And 2 days later, they returned it because they hated it.
No, no, they didn't. I would have known because I was always at the customer service desk. Because we had like
I
10 total cashiers. No, I get it, but yeah, I'm just saying they didn't.
That
There
just seems
was
like
a happy
very
ending.
something that would just happen. You
Mhm.
know.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I had like more stories to tell because I feel like there could be a lot of funny stories about retail, especially nowadays because shit's going down. I mean, the whole Karen thing was really blowing up like a month or two ago.
Yeah, there's still a lot of Karens.
Well, yeah, but I think it's kind of lame to call them Karens nowadays. It's kind of like boomers. It lasted a few days, and I was kind of like, nah, that's not really funny anymore. Um, but I don't really have.
There's a lot of Karens.
Well, yeah, there's always going to be people who are like that, but just calling them that, and that's not me trying to like be, try to fight against the oppressive, misogynistic men. But it's just not. I don't know. I just think it's lame now. Yeah, it's not funny. It's kind of like making like a, what's an old meme like but like old memes can be ironically funny
Smile dog.
like a, oh shit that boy like Smile Dog is like ironically unironically funny, but like a Big Chungus in 2020
My
or like
brother did a big.
a Big Chungus in August of 2020. It's just not.
My brother did a big chungus the other day.
Yikers. But yeah, I wish I had more stories to tell about retail. I mean, I have like a few, but they're very minor and they don't really go anywhere. It's just sort of like a minor event. Sort of happened. Like I had this one guy who couldn't return some headphones, and he kicked it across the front of the store and then left. And then my supervisor, which I was super cool with at the time.
Oh, here, this is another one of those. Like.
Oh, you want me to
nice.
read it? Like they gave it's named after a sweet little. Oh Jesus, sweet little girl.
So the other one, Sagittarius, is with Libra.
Oh, okay. I'm totally a Gemini.
This one's from his daughter.
I am
That's the only
such a Gemini. But yeah, he couldn't return. He kicked it across the store, and then my supervisor at the time, who I was super cool with, he like talked to the manager, or one of the managers, because we had like a few that were dedicated to different departments, but they could like run the store at any given time if they had to.
Yeah.
He talked to him, and he was like, can I have these? Because like he didn't return them because he couldn't, but he obviously doesn't want them. So like in a week, because we had to wait to see if he would end up picking them back up, because you could totally
Yeah.
like just come back to the store and grab it. But I think he ended up getting those headphones, so more power to him.
Right? There's nothing really else you can do.
No, yeah, I mean, what they would have done is just
Toss
mark it off, and probably just toss it, just mark it out of the system and toss it. So not even mark it out of the system. It's not even in the system.
Oh my
So
god,
just,
kick it across the floor. You can't really sell it anymore. It's probably damaged.
yeah, exactly. So that we would just it would probably just sit in the left behind bin for like ever.